everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to start off the fall season making a shaker card using Pretty Pink Posh's Acorn shaker. And we're also going to be using, for the sentiment, we'll be using Filled with Thanks from the Stamp Market. And then for our shaker part, I just kind of grabbed I grabbed this from a collection that I had that's not even for fall, but I thought this was kind of fall close, or fall-esque I should say. And then I wanted something really cool for the top of the Acorn, but I didn't have anything in my stash as far as as far as something that I wanted. So what I did is this is actually vinyl, and I put it on some cardstock, and then I'm going to use this to die cut it out. Now we may lose the cool little design here, the little stitched work there. It might get lost in this pattern, but I think this is cricket vinyl, but I had it in my stash and I wanted to use it up. I've done this before in a video, and also, or in a Craft With Me video, and I also have done this in one of my cards before. So this is not the first time I've ever I put vinyl on cardstock because I didn't have the color that I wanted. So we are going to go ahead and start off some die cutting, and actually grab the wrong one. We'll move our sentiment to the side, and let's open this up. This is going to be a quick and easy little card, which is awesome. And then we'll cut this out here, and then I'll cut it out again for the base. So give me 1 second. Alright, so I went ahead and cut everything out. What it does is it cuts out into 3 pieces. So first of all, you didn't really lose. That stitching is not really lost in this design, so which is awesome. And then I don't need that inner part. I want this here. This is going to get overlaid like this, and then we're going to have it like this. So this is kind of like how our shaker card is going to shake out. All right. Or you could do a different color. I don't know. What I'll have to do is I'll have to cut out this acorn a couple more times because I need to build this part up. And so let me do that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and glued, let's see here, like 1, 2, 3, 4 layers plus the top layer, and also I glued that together. Luckily, the die cutting machines barely cut the acetate, which I was kind of wondering if it did, how would this work? Because it would cut out the inside, which I need it to go longer, so that way it can go on top. So it kind of works out that it doesn't really cut real well, because what I'll do is just trim around it. So I just ran it through my machine, and then I didn't add any additional foam tape, or not foam tape, but a shim, or a shim, not sham, but a shim. I didn't add any of that. Normally I would if I'm really trying to get that acetate to cut through, but if you know a good trick, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 die cutting machines for card making, and I can never get any of them except for one. One does cut, but lately it didn't do such a good job. So I just went ahead and cut on the outside of that stitch mark, so it could be, I know it's kind of hard to see, so that way I could put it's long enough. So it kind of worked to my benefit that it was not long, or it did not cut all the way through. It's kind of weird how they have this this little shaker. Normally they have like an outline of the design, and then it cut, that way you can cut out your acetate and your full panel, because this just fits right into it. So I'm not sure why they did it this way. To probably save money, make it cheap at a lower price point. That could be why. But I don't know what you would do other than trim around it. I don't know. Because this is not exactly a square shape you can cut out, or a round shape, so it's kind of a weird one to cut, and I'm not that good with fussy cutting. So, alright, just getting that on there. making sure it doesn't stick out anywhere. It kind of does in some areas, which is fine. I'll just have to, I'll just trim around it. So I don't need this anymore. And I went ahead and I decided to go with this one. I just thought that would bring a little bit more to that. Now this, of course, you can do the complete opposite. Where's my other piece? So you can make two. Maybe I'll do that just for funsies. But this might take away from the shaker part, right? Maybe it won't be a shaker. Maybe it's just an acorn like that. So maybe I'll do this one off camera and I won't make this a shaker, because if you put stuff in there, it may not be as noticeable, just because of how shiny this is. But this definitely could be another card, and I'll just go ahead and do that off camera. Okay. So now that I have that piece, now I'll put my final piece on, which is this one here. Move that to the side and put that on top. So this card is actually relatively easy to make. It doesn't really take no time at all. You know, well, I guess it depends on how, you know, how badly do you want, or how detailed do you want this card to be, right? The more detailed, the more time consuming. But I'm just going to let the acorn be the focal point of the card, and I'm not going to deter from that because it's already kind of going to be busy with all the shininess to it. So I'm going to drop that there. While that's gluing down, I am going to prep my panel here. So I'm going to move that over there, and then I'm going to get a card panel, and then I'll trim this down to 4 1/4. I'm sorry, 4 by 5 1/4. Now that I have this all done, I went ahead and cut my panel down to 4 by 5 1/4. Normal size panel is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but I went ahead and trimmed that down. And I'm going to use my Misty because I want to use Pretty Pink Posh Fall Sentiments. And I actually need to place this here to get an idea about where my sentiment is going to go. So move that to the side, and then I'm just going to rub my fingers on this very gently, which I probably don't need to, usually those smaller ones. And I'm going to use my VersaFine Clear in Pine Cone. Okay. And then just lightly press on that. I don't need a lot of pressure. And I don't need to double stamp it. It is good to go. So I went ahead and added some foam tape to the back of my panel. Now I am going to add my shaker to the panel here. I think the first thing we want to do is to get this in place. I'm going to leave this here for reference, but I'm going to take this off. And I think I will just put a little dot at the tip, so that way I know where this is going to go. So just adding some liquid glue. And here we go. Hopefully that's on there straight. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. Then I have these sequins that I'm going to put on there. And just, there we go. We don't need that many. It's not a very big well, if you will, to need to acquire a lot. So this should be enough. And I'm just going to kind of flatten them out a little bit. Here we go. So that is quite a bit, right? Okay. And then we're just going to add some liquid glue around the perimeter of our acorn. I'm gonna plop that around. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here like so while I get some glue on the back of the acorn. And there we go. I'm going to hold that there for just a second or two, and then I'm going to add some sequins to let's add a few around the acorn just to give it a little extra boost to the card. And adding the last one. I feel like the sequins doesn't really compete with this vinyl that I used, so which I like very much, because I was a little worried with using any sequins, especially for the shaker part, that it would compete with this, and I truly don't think it does. I think it does a beautiful job, and I'm going to put this away before I spill it everywhere. But you guys know how pricey these things are. You don't want to lose any of them, right? But anyway, here is the final, oops, did I move that? I did, okay. The final card, there's our shaker, and I love it. There's just enough, I don't know what, there we go, why it was gathering there, but looks like it's going to get stuck at the sides here. But I think there's enough in the shaker card, so I'm like, y'all probably like, stop shaking it, let me see it. But anyways, so there's the shaker card. I think there's just enough in there that anymore, I think it would have just been too much. So here's the other card I did off camera with those negative pieces. So this was not a shaker card. This was, you know, obviously, so I just used the reverse when I cut this part out, and then obviously used, when I cut out the checkered, I just used that, so a little different. And then of course the different sentiment, I used the one that I had mentioned at the beginning of the video. I believe I mentioned the video. This is like a week later that I had to finish this card up. So anyways, well, I hope that you guys enjoyed these little cards. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next card or craft video. Bye.